So I asked, how is femininity like a vortex using Carl Jung analysis? And I said that because women are the heart or the center of the relationship, and the heart is physiologically a vortex, and so is the energy. It's a vortex. So here we go. Jung would have a lot to say about femininity as a vortex, especially once you bring in archetypes, the unconscious, and psychic gravity. So, one, a vortex equals psychic gravity, not force. Okay, like a vortex, you can't tell a black hole what to do. You can't command it. It's not an outside in relationship. You're not going to get anywhere. It's a feed it with energy and see what it spits out. Right? So when men treat women in healthy ways, they're going to more likely to spit out healthy energy. Right? But how do we get men to treat women in healthy ways? It starts with the feminine, because the feminine's a vortex, and the feminine has to draw a man to her. Well, how can she create a healthy vortex so that she can attract a man and then retain a man? That's what I had to learn, because I used to attract players. So in Jungian psychology, femininity isn't primarily about action or assertion. That's masculinity. It's about relatedness, containment, and attraction. Okay, what Jung often associated with the eros. So the vortex doesn't chase things; it draws them in. That's why we let men chase. Okay, when women chase, it's like their vortex is closed down. They're acting like men are a vortex. One man with multiple women around him, he's acting like a vortex. But that's the wound, that's the lie in the subconscious, because women attract men to them because women are the emotional center, and men go around the periphery with providing and protecting. That's who we are biologically, physiologically, and in our souls. That's what fuels us. Men have a healthy hormonal balance when they spend 90% of their day in their left brain, and women have healthy hormonal balance. They spend 90% of their day in their right brain. What's right brain? Forgiveness, compassion, creativity, intuition, self-reflection. Left brain, planning, strategizing, action. You see the challenge we created for ourselves? So femininity symbolically functions like a vortex because it pulls attention inward, attracts psyche, emotion, and meaning, creates a center that reorganizes what comes near it. Like, men can't just approach me like that. Boundaries, like, I'm in control of how close a man gets to me by my energy. I clearly communicate. But when a man doesn't read my energy, it's up to me to draw that boundary. And I've had the situations where they weren't appropriate and I didn't draw the boundary, and I learned my lesson. So in Jung's terms, this is how Eros operates, through connection rather than direction. And they've proven that the feminine brain, the women's brain, we spend more time in our brain than men because we have to make all these connections. We're the great connector. Men are the great disconnector. So if you look at brain scans for a woman to make a decision, it comes in here, she's got to make all these connections, and then it comes out here. That's why a healthy woman will usually take longer to make a decision, because her neurology functions differently than a man. Men are designed to go from the back to the front without making all these connections.